sun in Virgo, and your moon is in Cancer. So your moon tells your inner being, your mind, and your emotions, and it's like your mom, how your mom treats you or whatever, and it's your inner being that is you. So according to that, your mother was mothering and nourishing on you, and the really kind of mom that you needed or whatever. But also, your fourth house is ruled by the environment of your home, and it rules Cancer, and it also rules how your mother treated you and to be in your environment. And yours is Virgo, so she treated you like she taught you how to clean your house, day to day routines, how to be every day kind of stuff, and you want to become a Virgo, and you want to be spit shining clean at home and organized and all that crap. Is that true or false or whatever? I mean, everybody wants to be said that they are clean, but you actually are clean or something like that. And she taught you mostly how to do that, right? Most of her knowledge came from her, right? Criticizing you too,
Yeah.
right? Was she critical of you? A perfectionist?
Yeah.
And a very intimate, loving, caring, mothering, nourishing mom, because your moon's in Cancer. And also, your moon is in the 12th house, which means she gave you the environment that she was and also the 12th house is yours is in Gemini, which means your feet, and it also means your soul. You have like schizophrenia in your soul of your feet. I don't really know. This I don't know, something communicating helps you. She helps you communicate a lot, I guess, like, or something maybe. I don't know. Like, she helped you realize, since your Jupiter is actually in it's actually in the third house, and it's in Virgo, so you're very lucky with your daily routines and every day, and live into your own abundance. If you are a farmer, you could do it. If you can sell things, be a hypnotist, you could do it. I don't know, and being charming, you could do it, because then you could be a liar too, a sarcastic liar. But like, you would get away with stuff like that. I don't know. Hopefully, you're not a liar, but it's in the third house. You could get away with manipulating people in a Gemini two-faced kind of way and stuff. And your third house is in Leo, so like when you talk, it's dramatic. When you start telling your stories, it's dramatic, and how you write your stories would be dramatic, and it'd be like, if anybody hears me, they're gonna listen to me. I'm gonna get everybody's attention to listen to me. Everyone listens when you start talking, right?
Yeah.
And your Mercury is actually in Libra, so it will sound really pretty when you do talk. And the where you like to talk the most is in every is in the fourth house of your home too. You like to talk more at home, and your fourth house is in Virgo, so you're analyzing things, making everything pretty. Mercury, you put all your you talk your relationships into your home or something, I guess, because Mercury's there. It's where you communicate more. I have no clue why I'm saying that. When you get to the comfort zone of your own self, you talk more, make it all balanced the way you think. Like, you might be indecisive on what you're gonna say, and you want to tell people what they want to hear in a way, and dress it up all pretty. But also, you're like that in your relationships, because your Venus is in Libra. You make it to where it's like a fair thing. Like, you want the other person to do like the same thing that you would do for them or something like that. I have no clue. You want them mainly to do everything for you, to confront the things that you can't in a relationship. And your Venus is in the fourth house, so you want to also put everybody in your fourth house at home, make a home out of make a family. Like, you are spoiling to your partner at your home that you want. You know what I mean? Is that right?
Yeah.
It's like you're
Yeah.
you want it to be a beautiful relationship,
Yeah.
of course, and you want it to be a beautiful well, it is. It's like they'll do everything for you, basically, is what you want them to do. You teach them how to balance you. Like, you're the scales, they put their element on you, and they balance you out, because without you, there's like no balance, and that's what you feel like. You want it to be fair, like, you will something like that. Like, you're the inanimate object in the relationship, but you, like, are the welcoming, nourishing type environment. Like, come in and I'll make food for you, make sure that you have food, right? And this, I'm your plate. Like, put your food on me or something. Come, bring home the food. Bring it home to my house. Bring it to my house. Like, it's to your house instead of out in the public to the other person's house. It's usually your house, and your rising sign's Cancer, so your first approach is being a mothering, nourishing person and being emotionally intimate and want to be an emotional level with everybody. Your first reaction to people, now people are going to perceive you, would be a Cancerian, welcoming, home, family kind of guy or something like that, right? Is that what you feel like you think you are? Your Saturn is your life lesson. You're really okay. Your Saturn is your life, and the way that you get your possessions is your second house. Your second house is in Leo, so you have to get all your attention to get to your possessions or some shit like that. I don't know, the way you express yourself, how you make parties. Your Pluto's actually in the 5th house with your relationship with other children, would be intense and Scorpionic-like, and your Pluto is in Scorpio, so that's a generation of basically telling people how it just really is, you know, like, even if it's dark, even if it's like, you know, I don't know, it's really weird. But you have a powerful heart, though, in some way. Like, when you get things together, when you bring people together, it's like bringing them into a cult of yours or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like bringing them to knowledge that is a mystery to them, and it's sexual. You allure them sexually to a party, you know? Like, that's how it kind of feels. Like, you know what I mean? And secrets, too. Very secret little get-togethers that you like to have. Like, and your 3rd house in Jupiter, which means you will be lucky with your neighborhood and the community around you. If you aim at it, you could speak to a lot of people in your Virgo analytical way to digest what is useful to you and get rid of all the impurities, and then, you know, digest the minerals and the vitamins, you know, living to your abundance every day, you know, getting used to your routine every day is what you're lucky with aiming at doing. In the 3rd house of communication, you can you're a multitasking person. You're very lucky with communicating anyways. You know what I mean? You're lucky with listening to people and talking to people and communicating with multiple people, a company of people, like community of people, actually. Community is what the 3rd house rules. It's like your neighborhood, and you're like the star of your neighborhood because it's in Leo, and that's where you're lucky with getting everybody's attention. You know what I mean? You just so happen to, no matter where you live, no matter where you move, you seem to be basically lucky with your whole neighborhood and a community. Like, if you ever wanted a job to have to do with a community of people to get together, you would be very lucky at that, right? And multitasking, that type of arrangement. Does that make any sense to you? Do you feel like that's true for you?
Yeah.
You're
I'm pretty lucky when it comes to people.
Yes. And the way you communicate, so that's all good too. Your 10th house is Pisces, which is your public persona, how you want to be known for, and what you're serious about being well known for, and how you're going to be remembered, and what you do look like on camera is Piscean, like, you know, like all loving, unconditional, like the Jesus complex, like supporting everybody who's suffering. You point at what's suffering, like maybe even on your Facebook if you have that or something like that, or whatever. You would post things that have to do with other people's issues and insecurities. Like, look at this, this is how you become miserable. Like, look, it's Kurt Cobain, and it'll be very creative. It'll be like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this is how you forgive other people. This is how I want to present people, that y'all should all be forgiving and unconditional loving is a Piscean thing, and it's the soul kind of thing. Is spiritual, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you want to be in your career. Like, that's what you want to do for a job or something, and in that way. So what do you do for that? And it's for money too. That's what it is. Your 6th house is also work. Jupiter, your lucky planet, fire learning and expansion, is in Virgo too. So that's like partly of your daily routines and how you work to get whatever, but you're working from home, basically. You probably work from home, maybe, I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's polarity of Pisces, so whatever you work on at home to get what you want to unravel, because Pisces is undoing things, you know, like, and it's all psychedelic and crap. It's going into the spiritual world. It wants to be everyone to put them on a spiritual level, you know. They don't live always in this physical plane, like, you know, you might not be so grounded out in the your career. You just, you know what I mean, like, you don't want that too much responsibility with what you're gonna do in your career, but you know what I'm saying, but you're doing enough, a lot, you know, but basically you're a really social person because your Jupiter's in 3rd house. If you want to aim at doing social things, that is where you'll be always lucky at. And if you want to live to your own abundance, like Virgo is, and if you want to hypnotize people, he will be very well lucky with that too. And doing past life regression kind of stuff, whatever. And your Saturn, though, actually has problems with your 10th house in a way, because your Saturn's in the 12th house. And that's in Gemini. That's where your dad had problems with your mom, because it's mixing with your moon in the 12th house too. So basically, your mom and dad were influencing each other in a way to make it to where you became a split personality, a split soul. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're communicative in 2 different ways. Like, you can be two-faced, and so is your dad and your mom, and they told you to shut the fuck up. Your dad basically would tell you to shut the fuck up, and you can't talk no more, and you wanted to speak out loud real bad, but you have the ability to do that, but you have restrictions on that communicating things. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you'll learn your lessons through biting your tongue. So your dad's always like, shut the fuck up. And plus, Aquarius. So, this means... okay, so your Saturn's in Aquarius. You have restrictions on even your higher self and knowing everything, wanting to know everything. And it's kind of like astrology, too. Like, if you learned astrology and you taught astrology, which is you want to serve human other people, your dad had given you this chance to serve other people, humanity, or whatever the fuck, be revolution, I don't know, basically highlighted your higher self in a way, and it's all in 12th house Pisces, and like, so maybe there'll be psychic things that happen to you in your environment that you may think that is just so normal to you, and everybody else thinks it's weird, and they told you to shut the fuck up about it, right? Like, if there's a ghost that walked down the hallway, your dad would be, shut the fuck up, right? You know what I mean? No one's going to believe that. Don't say that to anybody. Do not say that to anybody. It's a hidden secret. It's a hidden talent. You should not tell anybody because it's in 12th house Gemini communicator. You cannot communicate that way in my house. But you have this amazing ability, and it's your responsibility to speak out. Like, you can gain this without being so restricted. Like, in your communicate, which you are so lucky with. You're lucky with getting into your life lessons. When you aim at that, you let the work at it. You gamble with life. Take a risk to speak out. You speak your mind. So don't ever have to shut yourself up, even though other people might tell you, shut the fuck up. You're such a fucking liar, because you might been manipulated so much to where you changed your own self to learn how to manipulate other people, to lie and split from that personality and be another personality, and forget that you did lie, but this will always return to you. This will matter. Like, you will not get away with lying no more, okay? Just so stop fucking lying. And Virgos are notorious for being sarcastic liars. Everything they say is so charming, and they can talk people into anything. Like, here's some socks for, like, that I bought for $5, but I'm going to sell them for, like, you know, like, $62, because they're such expensive fabric, but you're just full of fucking shit, right? But you would never get away with something like that. You can never get away with anything in school, because authority, you know, you have problems with authority, you know, right? Because it's an Aquarius. So, like, you would always be told to shut the fuck up and go in the corner or something, and everybody else would be laughing, but you're the one, you laughed with them, but you would be told to shut the fuck up, right? Right? You get in trouble more so. Is that true? Do you feel like that's true or not?
Was that what?
Would you be the one in school that get in trouble for laughing even if everyone else was laughing, but they would tell you to shut the fuck up? Oh wait, your Saturn is not in the 12th house. Oops. But, damn it. Your
I don't remember.
Your Saturn's actually in the 8th house, which is with other people's money. You might be lucky with government homes or something because it does rule other people's money. You might be lucky with getting money or it being taken away from you. Like Saturn. Well, your luck is with the 3rd house. Sorry, oops. But Saturn, it can, is in the darkness in the despair kind of place. Damn it, and you learn your lessons through the 8th house of sex, death, and transformation. Maybe you were raped. Maybe even your daddy raped you. But not really. I mean, you could have just been raped in your life because Saturn's in the 8th house of all these things that the 8th house rules. And I'm just saying that this is what your astrology chart kind of means or whatever. I fucked up on that 12th house thing, but it's still... That would be that if that was your Saturn and that. But being weirdo, I don't know, you're restricted on being yourself and humiliating yourself, and now you were going to rebel, and it's your responsibility to get out of that situation that your father put you in, and you be your own person, and be for other people. And he just restricted you on that, but he also taught you how to be for other people, like treat people like a fucking friend and a human when you're evolved or whatever, because that's your higher self in Saturn. Eyes. Saturn is a really big planet. It's life lessons, karma. So your dad probably, I don't fucking know. In the 8th house, did your dad die eventually? Because your Saturn's in the 8th house. And you learned through that or something?
No.
Oh, he didn't? Okay, good. Well, that's good.
My dad's still alive.
That's, okay. Well, you know, if Saturn's in the 8th house or Saturn's in Scorpio, it might indicate that your dad's dead or something. You had to learn a lesson through some shit like that. Or it's plaguing him, or you, too. Death is always plaguing both of you. I have no fucking clue, right? And then Aquarius, you know, if you did learn astrology, it'd be your responsibility. And the cult knowledge, so you could be a psychic medium. Wait, I'm not sure what the fuck I'm talking about, because I'm getting my Jupiter's confused with Saturn, because my Jupiter's 9th house, and I'm like, oh my god, your Jupiter's in the 12th, the 3rd house. I was right about that, right? About communicating with community and your neighborhood. And your Lilith is in Aquarius, which means that you have multiple orgasms. Like, once you come, you rejuvenate real quick, and you want to do it again and again and again, because your partner, you don't see anything restricting you in that way, but in the way you rebel to make yourself be more Aquarius-like, to know what you want to know. You'll be proud of what you know. You'll be proud of your life lessons with your father, even if you had all these restrictions, right? How you got out of that and became your higher self, I have no fucking clue. Your Lilith is in Aquarius, which makes, you know, you and your partner, it's like your sexual arrogance. Like, I do the weirdest things during sex. I don't give a fuck. You know, no one's going to restrict me. I'm going to go outside the coloring box, the lines of coloring, the coloring book or some shit, and make my uniqueness unique. You know, I'm going to be unique, and I'm going to be proud of it. And, you know, fuck you, whoever says I can't be this or some shit. What the hell? In the chaos that you have lessons in, restricting you, but you rebel to be your own person, I guess. I mean, it sounds like it. I mean, it's in the 8th house too. It's conjunct your Saturn, so yay you. You'll be proud of getting out of that demanding bullshit that your dad put on you, I guess. I'm not even sure. How was your fucking dad on you? Was he like your friend, and he was just treated you like the weirdo and the outcast? And
me and my dad don't really get along that well.
There you go. So he's the one that treated you like the outcast and the weirdo, and he was emotionally distant from you, but your mom was more emotionally attached to you and intimate with you and caring and nourishing, and then treated you also how to clean your fucking house and do your chores every day, right? And criticize you. Until you got right perfectly. Perfectionist is what your mom was, and it made you think of yourself critically too, at your own emotions in a way, how you feel inside, right? At home, but also you project emotions out there too, because your moon is in Cancer and your moon is in the 12th house of the soul, and it's how you communicate. So you put a voice to your emotions, you put a voice to your soul. You can talk from your soul. You know, your moon is in there, and that's where your emotions speak. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. I guess. I mean, that's what that means, I guess. Damn. And your moon is where, that's how your mom told you to shut up. Your mom tells you to shut up and don't speak about these secret things, though. Right? Because your moon is
that's true. Yeah.
Your moon is in the Gemini. sorry I told you about your dad doing that, but he was just distant from you and he told you not to be a weirdo. But you're like, fuck that, I'm going to be the weirdo, right? Whatever they think is weird. And, okay, so this is what I'm getting. Okay, and she was the one telling you that not to say anything. Just be quiet. Don't tell your dad anything. Just be quiet. Like, it, you know, don't speak your mind. It restricted on you on that. But, you know, whatever. Your emotions speak for itself. So, fuck, you know, whatever. And you'll be lucky with communicating yourself because Jupiter's in the 3rd house. Sorry, I put all that out of perspective and put it back in perspective. So, hooray. And yes, okay, your life purpose is to build characteristics, and what you lack is traveling and higher learning, a philosophy for yourself, and it's all in the 6th house of every day. So basically, every day, to build your characteristics and what you need here to gain and learn is a philosophy, and to move from here to there, but you choose not to because you want to go back to where you are, to your community where you are a Gemini. You learned how to communicate, you learned how to multitask, and you don't want to leave your neighborhood. You don't want to leave your home, your neighborhood, like you've been growing up with. You don't want to leave your siblings. That's where your luck is all at, right? Like, but anywhere, no matter where you move, with you, that teaching your past self, you know, yourself, that you teach here, no matter where you go to move, which is part of your purpose, is to move around and expand and learn things and go on adventures. But where you go back to is this Gemini place, what you're used to. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're bringing along with you. It's not something you disregard and let go of, because it is your luck, right? You bring what how to communicate, and that's how you teach, is how to communicate, how to multitask for yourself with you to expand more and being considered a little bit and leave some people behind because they're not moving with you, and you want to make things moving is what your purpose is, but you lack this type of behavior or something, right? Like moving out and stuff, like away.
Yeah.
So
I would say so.
It would be okay to do that in the 6th house, like day to day. Do you go traveling is what you should do, is to teach what you travel, and you would be lucky with what you're teaching, because if it had to do with communicating or speaking in front of people, you travel somewhere to be a speaker of something, then you could do that. Like even social media, like you would learn your lessons from social media, speaking out, like going on YouTube or whatever, you know what I mean? Just like doing that in itself would be part of your purpose, and that would be great, and it make your 6th house is your mental health. It'd be healthy on daily routines, mental health, your perfectionism that you lack some.
I hope you don't mind, but
Okay.
I need to go get...
So maybe your dad could leave you some inheritance through death, and because the 8th house rules other people's money, or you could take away from you through death, maybe, if you're not a dick or whatever, learn a lesson and gives you a gift and takes away from you, or vice versa, can give you the gift and take it away from you. I don't know, but like, okay, your crown is how you have to heal yourself. It's in Leo, and also your 3rd house is in Leo, so the way you heal your neighborhood, you always have to re-heal it the way you communicate to them, and then you re-heal it again. I don't even know if that makes any sense. To get attention, to be the king, feel like, in your neighborhood. Is that how you are? The king of your neighborhood? Leo? 3rd house, but crown and 3rd house, crown and Leo? Okay. Yeah? And Ceres is in Capricorn. Your reputation heals other people out in the public world, and how you teach people how to work and be their own, and be themselves in their career. Do you know about hard work, and you teach other people about it, how to be disciplined and bossy and get things done?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And then your palace is how you just your creative atmosphere, what you decorate your house in, I guess, in a way. It's with things that you traveled with, and your philosophy is what you decorate your place with. I don't know, clue. What you learned. Stuff like on the walls might be maps or some shit, right? Do you decorate your place like that?
No.
You don't? What do you decorate your place with? Oh, well, your Juno's in Cancer, so you might meet your lover at home.
Art.
Huh?
Art.
Harps? You decorate your place with harps? Oh, like ain't...
No, art.
Arches? Like arrows?
Art.
What? Art.
Drawing.
Art. Okay. Things that will expand your mind. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm just making shit up because it just seems like it. It's just common sense. Your Juno's in Cancer. What you're looking for in other people are a mothering, nurturing kind of person too. And blah, blah, blah. Someone that your mom will like, you know? And then... I mean, some people might not give a fuck what their parents like. You're gonna go for it anyways, right? Basically. And then your Vista's a Scorpio, which means you might keep your relationship secret and no one really will know about who you're really with. And you have a good way of being sexy and stuff like that, because it gives you this gift of being desirable and mysterious. And then your fortune is in Libra. You gain your fortune with your relationships and how it is beautiful and how you are in good terms or bad terms with people or some bull fucking shit. And that's that. Sound good?
Yeah.
Really? It just whatever. So you can tell me stuff. What do you think about your chart anyways? What have you ever got it been read to you or whatever? Basically that's just all I did.
I've looked it up myself.
And what did you learn about it mainly? What really drew you in and made you focus on your own self as your chart, your imprint? What really nudged you saying, oh, this is right, this is right? What highlights can you say from what you learned about it? Do you know? Or you can't remember? Or what?
I remember my Mercury in Libra. That one was pretty cool. And it was true, too. And then the Venus sign in Libra.
Yeah.
That one was right.
What did you think about what was it right about your relationships? What you're looking for in other people? You don't do confrontation very well, and you get your partner to help you with that kind of, or what?
I don't like to fight. I like to work things out.
Yeah. Harmony.
I definitely like to be fair.
Yes, fair. That's what I said earlier about you being fair. It'd be like a give and take kind of thing, but you teach them how to meet your needs while you meet theirs at the same time, but you want to know that your partner is going to meet your needs, and then you catch on to meeting theirs at the same time, and you're like thinking it's balanced in a way as good as you can. I don't know.
Okay, so
that's what it reminds me of.
your moon sign?
My moon is in Aquarius, and my 4th house is in Virgo, kind of like yours. And my Venus is conjunct Mars in Aries in the 10th house, Pisces. So everybody sees that fucking bullshit, and I want to put everyone in there and shit like that in a way. But whatever.
So your Venus is in Aries?
Yeah, so it's like in a flash of a pan. It burns out quick. It is fast, athletic. I don't really fucking know. Like, I gotta go get out there to get it or whatever. And I'm looking for other people who will speak up and not. So it's polarity of yours, so we'd be good partner signs in a relationship. Relationships with anything and anyone, kind of, you know, like pushing, forceful, head first, heroic. I don't know, getting the heart of the matter, being blunt, loud, speaking up about things that no one else would. Like if I see something that's bothering you, I'll be like, hey dude, shut the fuck up, quit bothering him, and you would be like kind of quiet and not have to know what to do. You can just disregard it or whatever, try to ignore it and keep things okay, right? Like I don't know, and then complain about it later or something. I don't know, but I'll be like, fuck you, man, you know what I mean? And then get over it that I said fuck you at the same time, because I exploded, and that's my temper. It's quick, and there you go, because my Mars is conjunct the Venus in Aries, so it would be kind of like that in a way. So whatever.
Yeah, what are you eating?
Okay, avocados with salt potato chips and pepper jack melted cheese. And also your Mars is in Cancer, so you rather cuddle and sex and than like, okay, and your Mars is in the 12th house, Gemini. So, I don't know, you kind of like talking during sex maybe and being spiritual. I don't really know. And your willpower, in your willpower, you put your willpower in the 12th house of how you communicate and all that stuff. But like, then again, you put your willpower into making a home and making everybody a family. Like, who you have sex with is like your family, almost like your incest. They just automatically turn into your family when you have sex with them. You mush with them. I don't know. Does that make any sense? Like, emotional sex? I don't know. Intimacy. Like,
oh, I get emotional with it?
Yeah, I guess. When you have sex, I guess? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, there was an explanation that I had, but that was like a piece of it. Like, dang.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Like, you rather cuddle more than anything, right?
What would you say?
Like, you'd rather cuddle and smother that person?
No, what?
Or Mars is in 12th house is almost like it being Pisces. It's like whatever they want to do, and you can chameleonize to that, and you can mimic or whatever. You can do anything, play any role. And also how you communicate, because it's Gemini. But also, which is weird how your Mars is in your 12th house where you have your that's it. Where your mom, your moon signs in as well. Nope, it's not. Never fucking mind. Nope, no. Nope, no. Yeah, that's right, where your mom is in it. Yeah, so, okay. Your spiritual world, is your mom still alive, or what? Did she make...
Yeah.
Did your mom, was she, like, overly spiritual? Something like that?
What do you mean,
like,
spiritual?
Since your moon's in the 12th house, it'd be giving you the environment of just being a drunk mom, and wouldn't want to take responsibility for you, but she'd still be emotionally nourishing for you, and mothering to you in every way possible.
My mom didn't take responsibilities for me, really.
She did? She took all the responsibilities on for you? Wow. And the 4th house?
No.
The 4th house is...
No.
She didn't? Your 4th house is Virgo, so she'd be a good accountant for you, and keep you with knowing all your chores. So she didn't take responsibility for you in a way?
No.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
What about your dad? What did he really actually do? How did he treat you? Because your Saturn's in Aquarius in the...
My dad.
8th house.
Oh, no, I would say distant from me.
Yeah, Aquarius. He would be acting like a weirdo.
Yeah, don't really...
Emotionally
We
distant.
don't really communicate that well. We have different views on things at this day.
Yeah.
So. But my mom, she's schizophrenic, so...
Right, your mom would be like a schizophrenic, overly spiritual person and tell you to shut the fuck up. She'd tell you to shut the fuck up and become a split personality, a two-faced bitch. And make you think a whole lot with racing thoughts, because that's what you have now since your moon's in the 12th house, Gemini, and it will be spiritual in a way, and I don't know, you would have to, you'd be multiple people and you'd have to lie to your mom a lot and about her telling you to shut up, right?
I don't know.
Because Gemini's a liar, and Mercury is a liar, which is Virgo's a liar too. Wahaha.
Wow. So what are you?
Your sun sign is in the, where your ego is in the 4th house too, of your home and your family. Do you have a family now? Do you want a family? Or what? Are you just keeping it real with all your neighbors and the community?
I would want a family in the future.
Of course.
That'd be cool.
Grooviness. Like I said, the midheaven in Pisces is your public persona. It's how you advertise yourself on the outside, how you want to be well known, how people are going to remember you in the end, how you are on camera, and also your 12th houses too. So, because that's rules Neptune rules cameras, like videos and stuff, and how you are in a career and how you make your money, and your hard ass work is in the 10th house. Public persona. Like your public, not your rising sign, your first reaction, your persona, what you put on your face, your mask, how people are going to perceive you right away is Cancer. But the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. Everything that has to do with Capricorn's environment, you play a character of Pisces in there. And that's how you will be perceived in the public and how you want to be perceived. What you're, you know what I'm saying? And then your 11th house is social media and your friendships, your hopes, wishes, and dreams. Your 12th house is your soul, your insecurities, your hidden talents, and how you see other people's hidden talents and your psychic ability in a way. Because these have psychic things.
What's the 11th house?
The 11th house is your house of friends, your ego, your hopes, wishes, and dreams, and the revolutionary place, the inventive mind. Your 11th house is in Taurus, so the way you hang out with your friends is like you're pretty much at the elite, and people don't bully you. You can bullshit them. You're right and they're wrong, and you're financially secure, and
that's very true.
You value them. You know the value in them, and you know the value of financial things and possessions. Your second house is the ruler of Taurus, but you are the king of your possessions. You're the king of your neighborhood. And your third house too, of how to communicate. You're proud of how you communicate, and you're lucky with the way you communicate and how you write stories. If you ever wanted to write stories, you'd be so fucking lucky about writing it all down, typing it down, whatever. And your 11th house is basically you're the queen bee of all your friends, and they play a part in your life, of your friendships, you know, and your ego, kind of, and how you know everything in a Taurus way. And so you're the king and the queen, and relaxed and very physically stimulated, and you want to be fed, and you know, food is important to you with your friends. You go out with your friends, you automatically want to eat something, I guess. I don't know, or steal something.
Yeah.
Or steal something. Or get things, or talk about cars, and
I like to be very sociable. I really draw to possessions.
yeah, your Jupiter's in the third house, so it's lucky to be social. Yes, and multitasking, very lucky with multitasking. Like you could hula hoop with one arm and do your homework on the other, or some shit like that, and analyze things at the same time because your Jupiter's in Virgo, and like pat things down and put things like seeds in the ground and make a farm at all at the same time. Like brush your teeth with one hand, talk on the phone, you know what I mean, and make a garden. I mean, just do multiple things all at once. And every day you can get up and do this and talk and talk and talk and be who you are. And
I'd say I'm very social. I would say I'm very lucky when it comes to social things.
yes,
A lot. I would say I'm pretty lucky in life, period. I mean,
period. Yeah, seems like it.
I obtain things pretty easy.
Yes, your house of games is the 11th house, so you will, with your relationships too, people will just give you things, like praise you like the queen bee, and you obtain things, like you require them, like here, take a seat. I don't mind if I do. I'll take that home with me. I'm a Taurus, bitch.
Yeah.
And then you'd be egotistical. Wow, but you're still the king of your siblings, and you're still the dramatic one, and you get of your neighborhood.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's hilarious. When you speak, everybody listens. You got everybody's attention.
Guess what?
You're the source of that
My
conversation. Yeah?
And my sister's chart,
Yeah?
she has like her Mercury in Gemini. She has a Gemini rising, and she has her moon in Gemini.
Oh shit, that means
she has her Venus in Gemini.
Yeah? Oh my god, so what she's looking for is somebody in a relationship that's kind of like her mom, and she became the one with the racing thoughts in her head, and her mom is the schizophrenic person who, you know, like told her to shut up, but it was a two-face, and kind of spoiled her too, and made her get her way, because all she wanted to ever do was get her fucking way, because she's a brat, and she's also funny, right, and she's genius in a way, right, like she becomes a total brat, like I want to get get my way. If you don't feel and think the same way that I do, I'm going to like really have an outburst of this emotional psycho schizophrenic person that you never thought you would see, because you didn't think that she would be like that because she has multiple personalities, but there's just one of them that's irrational. Right?
She's very clever, I would say, but she lies a lot.
Yeah, that would be a liar, and she would lie to her mom all the fucking time. And then her mom taught her how to manipulate and lie. Her Mercury is in Gemini, which means she's going to think before she communicates, and she's going to talk at the right time. But then again, she has the Gemini rising, so she might spurt out things and give herself away with disconnecting to each personality and go into different subject to subject, and it'd be like a multiple personality disorder, a multiple dimensional type of energy. So she might, like, I'm a Gemini because Cancer rising, so I talk about this, blah, 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 and I just say whatever fuck that comes to thought, whether I even think about it or not, it doesn't matter, because it's the first house, like Aries, it does things about thinking, it's at first, it's action. And so, but Mercury, having Mercury in Gemini, which is at home with itself, it's not as talkative as someone would actually have be Mercury in Cancer, but Mercury in Cancer don't talk very much, they don't have a throat, or whatever, like a crab. They want to be an emotional, provoking person level, so they would put a voice to an emotion, so how they feel this, well, they're going to talk out of, not out of their ass, they're going to talk out of their emotions or behavior. But then again, she's got Mercury in Gemini, so she would think before she talks, but she has racing thoughts, so she's probably a little bit more quiet and sneaky in that way. But then again, Gemini rising,
whatever. Yeah, she's very sneaky.
You know.
Oh, can you hold on? I got another call coming in.
Yeah.
Tricky, she's very cunning. I mean, she'll like tell you something.
Yeah.
That's what she does all the time. Like, she'll tell you something, or she'll like lie to you.
Yeah.
And then once you confront her about it, she'll be like, she'll like make up like, oh, I did it because of this reason or whatever, or, you know, I couldn't be there because this happened. And you know it's a complete lie, but I don't know, she's delusional.
That sounds wonderful. Exactly. Because your moon's in the 12th house too, so do you know what moon her house is in? So your mom would be delusional, in a way. Overly spiritual or something like that, and not take responsibility. So basically, but she showed you more nourishing. Oh, your mom's a Pisces? Okay, well there you go. Wants to be druggy and not take responsibility for you, but give you unconditional love and be schizophrenically spiritual or something. And then try to turn you into the fish to suck up to her, like set the environment to where like, I'm forgiving of you, mom, I'm forgiving of you. You taught me forgiveness because you're such a total schizophrenic bitch. You taught me forgiveness, right? That's what they teach your kids. And then, okay, but I totally told your sister or schizo. And also, having Venus and Gemini as a player, and they lie to all their relationships, they want a sample of everybody, and they pretend that they're with one person only, and then they knock it down to where they only will be with that one person, but act like they're still with the other person, and then tell all the other people, like, I cannot be with you, but we can still have fun. I'm still curious about having more sex with you or something. But then again, I'm going to, after we do that, just pretend we never had that, and I'm going to make you think that we didn't have it, because I will refuse to think that we did that, because no, I'm with one person only, and that person's with me, and then still be a player, you know, a fucking liar, and lie to themselves about their relationship with who they are with.
My ex had Gemini and Venus.
They would still talk to you, but then again, pretty soon, it would be over. But then again, it'd come back again.
Very weird.
So psycho.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then my other one, okay, the other person I was with had Venus in Cancer, so.
They're very spoiling, mother nursing, whelping, and feeding you and spoiling you, and wanting to be appreciated for these weird things that you never thought that you even feel like appreciating unless you notice them. And smothering, and homely. That's how Venus and Cancer are so amazing. But they're very manipulative and timid too. And they want you to feel the same way they do, or they just lose it, and they're just kind of weird. And they're kind of like a crocodile, like a Capricorn. They sit there timidly and then they attack in a weird way. you never know that they're just childish brats. At the same time, they have the connections to everything and everyone, and they make sure you want that titty again. You need the titty. You know, they're the mom. And then they want rights to everything because they're gypsy. And they don't want to take responsibility for that transportation because Jim and I rules transportation, and that's like good, being good at driving and stuff. So maybe your sister was a good driver, or maybe she wasn't because she had voices in her fucking head. It's her moon sign. Her moon sign's a Gemini, so what do you think about that? How'd she get around?
She's a good driver.
Okay.
Very good driver.
Gemini rising, I think, would be. Yeah.
Here's some weird things that happened.
She would
like when she was
also run through her nerves.
Okay, first of all,
run off her nerves. I'm listening.
I'll tell you about my sister. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Okay. First of all, she went to foster care. Okay.
Right. Foster care.
Moon
in 12th house foster care. That's what that is. 12th house Pisces, all foster care slight things. Okay, go ahead. So you know.
Okay. And I went to stay with my grandparents. So I lived with my grandparents. Okay. The rest of my siblings went into foster care. Yeah. So when she was 13, she wound up getting raped by this guy. Okay. So she had a kid. She got pregnant.
Wow.
And she had a kid. Okay.
Wow.
So she had to drop out of school. Okay. When she was 16, and then she got her license, and she got into a more stable place. She kept her kid. She just needed help taking care of it. But she's always been pretty independent, you know, like, I don't know, like, she's always wanted to have a job, and she's always been independent, an independent person. Plus, she's my older sibling, but she's very manipulative. She's very, I would say, cold.
Uncaring bitch.
Almost.
Gemini. I don't know. Well, what's her sun sign?
And stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, what's her sun sign and what's her Saturn? Do you remember or not?
What's her sun sign? It's Taurus.
Oh, it's in Taurus. Very good with possessions. The queen bee. Hello. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's very, you know, just get your money and fuck everybody else.
Yeah, they are so money hungry, greedy, just like Virgos and just like Capricorn. So look out, everyone. So y'all would be criminal partners in this. What's it called? Sidekicks or something like that. Because Virgos and Tauruses are good at stuff like that together or something like that. Oh.
Yeah. But she's like.
Partners in crime.
She's like. She like lies too much, you know. It's almost like you know she's lying, but she won't admit it.
Right.
Like,
I'm right and you're wrong, and I'm going to make sure that even though you proved me wrong so many times, plus I cannot believe that I'm wrong anyways because I thought of it and I disconnected to being schizo, and every single day I woke up being a different person, so I don't remember what happened yesterday. Okay.
And it seems like she's.
I'll make you forget.
Seems like she's cold. You know, it seems
like she's so stubborn to where she doesn't give a fuck if she's a demon or not. If it takes her, she's gonna be herself no matter what. If it turns her into a demon, she's like, I don't care. I want to go to hell. That's what Taurus is, kind of like stubborn. Like it's so stubborn.
She got married just for a trailer.
Oh my goodness, that's super artificial, bitch.
It's like I don't know. She just did it for like.
Just money, hungry, greedy. That's all they care about is things. Like, it's so important.
Yeah. Yeah.
And more in love with things and just people, and people are just things for them too.
My brother's a Virgo.
What did their moon sign turn into be?
Leo.
Oh, so he got the narcissistic mom, and he became the narcissist. Like, it was all about me. Really?
No, he's very distant. He's like an asshole.
Yeah, they are assholes. They just want you to suck up to them, and they just want to have fun. They're not very loyal to being friends. They're just loyal to you when they're having fun. And then when they're not having fun with you anymore, they're going to make it look like you're sorry and that you better appreciate that they used you. or something like that. Oh. I don't even know. They're loyal to be having fun.
I had a friend that had the moon in Leo, and I'm no longer friends with them.
Yeah,
I still don't know why.
Yeah, they just drop it after they're done having fun. After they had fun for so long, they pretend that they're going to be so loyal to you and give you all this attention, and they just drop it, block it, and you're out of it. You're out. When they just cause drama and like, if you want to come back to me, you better fucking worship me, and you better work your way in. If you don't, then screw it. They don't care unless they're having fun. They're like that psycho. Yeah, you don't know why all of a sudden they're so friendly. It's really stupid. The moon and Leo people are fucked up. The polarity of Virgo, but they are a lot of fun though. But you do want to have fun with them. You do have fun with them, right?
Yeah.
They're fun.
Yeah,
that's all they care about. They care about the party. Yeah. They're dramatic psychos.
But no longer my friend.
Obviously.
So, because
they push everyone out of their life.
So.
What?
They don't talk to me. I still don't know why.
They don't ever put any effort into friendships, the Leo people. It's like, worship me, pay attention to me. I don't have to do anything for you. I have a life admiring myself and loving myself. Like, oh my god. It's all about me when you talk to me. Okay? Alright. Right? In a way. And but they're generous-hearted, though. They'll, like, give you things for holidays and crap and wonder why they never talk to you. You know what I mean? Is that true?
Yeah, but I don't even get gifts.
They didn't even give gifts? Or what? Well...
I don't get gifts.
Oh.
From them.
Right.
Yeah. It's weird because I was like Tammy, and I was friends with her for like flipping ever, and then all of a sudden, she like don't talk to me. It says, oh, well, my mom thinks you're a bad person. You can't come over here or whatever. And I'm like, what? You guys are tripping.
You're not your fucking mom, so it doesn't matter what she thinks.
Well, her sister, Tammy's sister's named Lily. And anyway, she's a Gemini.
Right.
But she lies a lot, too.
Right. Yeah. That's psycho.
So do Leo and Gemini...
They seem like they get along.
Do they get along really well?
They seem like that. They seem like they have the same kind of energy. But they're not the same. But there's like two-faced Gemini and a narcissistic Leo. And a Gemini talking to themselves, about themselves, details about their environment, which is what they do, because they're really good at detailing their environment. And Leo's just talking about themselves, and like, oh my god, do you want to talk about me? And watch me be narcissist with you? Okay, let's just do that. And manager minding all those personalities. Like a Leo would manage your mind the committee of what a Gemini is, and Geminis are willing to do anything for you with their hands because they can. It doesn't mean they care. It's just they can, like, mow your lawn. They can pick up things after you. They can talk with you and lie for you or whatever, so they kind of go good together in that evil way. They're just, it's just disgusting.
Do you know anything about Sagittarius?
I don't care. Yeah, they're disgusting as fuck. They're unhygienic. They have small, weak ears, even for black people. And they're, like, disgusting and fat and gross. And, like, they ignore their health, but they know everything about it. They're like a guru, though. Okay.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Okay. Okay, Sagittarius is, like, they're so inconsiderate that they'll never commit to anything. They are gross. They always spray their house with so many chemicals that are just bad for your health, and they would just kill your fish. And then they're like a dog that's never potty trained. So if they had an animal, they would never potty train it, because they're always like, oops, I'm sorry, shit all over the floor. Oops, I'm sorry. Oops, I'm sorry. Oops, I'm sorry. Oops, I did it again, like Britney Spears. I mean, is this them or what? Is this like them? Right. Right? And they're clumsy and stupid. Like, you can never trust them. You have to watch them like a hawk, because they're going to do something wrong. Especially with a Virgo, it would get on Virgo's fucking nerves. You don't have that shit in your house. Is that true?
Well,
adorable looking, though, and they're fun to talk to and expand your mind with and the philosophy and hear what they got to say. They don't care about astrology. They care about Greek mythology. They will leave you, like Ariel the Little fucking Mermaid is a bitch. That centaur, she went away from all her sisters and her dad and her sweet little flounder best friend fish when she could have took the fish with her. She's like, oops. She didn't even say, oops, I'm sorry. She just fucking left. She's like, I want to go with Eric because I don't give a fuck and I want to learn more and I'm better than this crap. I want to keep things moving even though I'm taking my beautiful voice away because I don't give a shit. I want to move and be with somebody with no voice, okay, and still make it work because I think that everyone revolves around me and I'm entitled to be, you know, be taken care of, like, and someone feels sorry for me.
How are they with, like, career?
Sagittarius is probably good at whatever the fuck they're doing, really. They really probably can really become a philosophy teacher if they put their mind to it. I mean, they ain't about fucking...
Are they pretty smart?
They are very smart. Whenever they're fucking dumbass in the social field of their friends. I mean, they're just a fucking complete retard. But, yeah, they can be very smart, which is surprising, right? Really crazy.
Yeah.
They're the polarity of the mind, which is Gemini.